Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a makeup review. If you clicked on this video, you've read the title, you already know what we're reviewing. Today I am going to be trying and reviewing the new Urban Decay Face Bond Self-Setting Foundation. This foundation has some pretty nice claims. If you're interested in this foundation, then let's go ahead and get into it. I picked the shade 31, which is medium deep warm golden. This foundation does come in, I want to say 40 shades. So the shade range is very extensive, which I can appreciate. So let's get into some of the specs and claims of this foundation. Urban Decay says that this is a matte finish foundation, has medium coverage, is non-comedogenic, good for acne and blemishes, good for redness, good for dark spots, is a lightweight waterproof foundation with skincare benefits of a serum and self-setting powder for a blurring effect and a medium coverage matte finish. I'm not typically one that checks for a matte finish foundation nowadays. I like more of a radiant natural finish, but I do like that this is supposed to be lightweight. It's going to give me medium coverage, and I also am intrigued by the fact that they're saying that this is self-setting. What that means is it's going to set itself. You shouldn't have to use any powder on top of it. I have already moisturized and prepped my skin, and I did not use anything new today because I don't want to interfere with the way this foundation performs. Another thing that I like about this is the tip of it, like it's the nozzle. Like the nozzle is so tiny, so you can really control the amount of product that is coming out, and it's also airtight, so you don't have to worry about like any air getting into your foundation and ruining the formula of it. I'm gonna apply this to one side of my face. I'm gonna apply it to the right side so we can see how it looks compared to the left side with nothing on it, like that. I'm gonna take my NYX number 37 brush and just kind of, oh yeah, that was more than enough. And right away, as I'm blending this in, it feels extremely lightweight. It feels like I'm blending nothing onto my face. It's actually kind of crazy because I feel like I'm not putting anything on my face. And that's different for a foundation, even with like skin tints. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Now, as for the shade, I think the shade is a pretty good match. I will say that it's just a tad bit more warm. Now let's take a look at the coverage. So I only got the foundation on this side of my face, nothing on this side. I do have some texture here on my cheek, some blemishes, darkness around my mouth. Let's take a look at this side. So I do see some of my imperfections shining through a bit, and this is medium coverage, so that's to be expected. It's not full coverage, and I did not use a lot of foundation. So around my mouth, I feel like I did kind of cover that darkness up. So let's go ahead and put it on the other side of my face and see how we're looking. So let's take a look at this side. So y'all already saw what this side was looking like before. Close up, y'all saw the texture, you saw the mold. Even though this is a matte finish foundation, I feel like the finish of it looks pretty natural. Like it's not so matte that it's just making my skin look like super dry and just like sucking all of my natural oils out of my face. This looks really beautiful, and I do feel like it's giving a bit of a blurring effect to my skin. Like I told y'all, most of my texture is like right here on my cheek, like underneath my eyes, and I do see it being a bit blurred. Now I'm not just gonna sit here and lie to y'all and say, oh, I don't see any pores where, because I do still see some of my pores, but it's definitely giving a nice blurring effect to my skin. Okay, so I do want to go ahead and do the rest of my face. I'm gonna come back and show y'all what my face looks like all finished. Maybe I'll do a bit of a wear test, I don't know, and then let y'all know like my final thoughts on it. This is how my face looks with everything else on top of the foundation. I didn't go too crazy with product. I didn't want to put a bunch of heavy products on my face. I did set my under eyes because I always set my concealer, but I did not set the rest of my face with like a finishing setting powder or anything like that, just because of the self-setting claims of this foundation. I really want to see if it actually self-sets and how it looks. And to be honest with y'all, it looks good to me. Like, I don't look like I need a setting powder. And I feel like because this foundation is matte, like borderline natural, maybe putting a setting powder on top of it would make it look too dry. I feel like overall it looks really good. So I'm gonna try to wear this for a few hours and I'm gonna come back and we'll see how it's looking. We'll see how it's gonna look after a few hours. I'm gonna come back and we'll see what it's looking like. Okay, y'all, I am back. It is almost 10 o'clock at night. It's been 4 hours, so not a long time to wear foundation, but I feel like for me, that's long enough to see if I'm gonna get oily. Cooked dinner, I ate dinner, I hung out with my son. We did some homework. I didn't do anything too crazy. Again, it's been 4 hours, and for me, that's long enough for a foundation. I can see my forehead area starting to get a little bit oily. My nose right here is starting to get a little bit oily. Nothing too crazy. This foundation actually looks really, really good, but I don't have any oiliness on my face outside of where I showed you guys before. Now, as for my smile lines, I mean, I'll get a little closer. Y'all tell me. I see a little bit of something like right here, but nothing crazy. Over here, literally nothing. But the rest of my face, like, it's not breaking up anywhere. It pretty much still looks how it looked when I first put it on. I feel like this is a good one. If you're somebody that likes to wear like a more matte foundation in the spring and summer, I feel like this is gonna be a good one for you. I don't know that you'll have to set your face. Or if you just like matte foundations in general, if you like something that's really lightweight, this is gonna be good. Ooh, this is gonna be good for my oily skin girls that just wanna keep their oils in check. This is for you. And another thing that I like about it is that it looks not, my face doesn't look super cakey. That's one thing that I'm always afraid of when it comes to matte foundations, is that it's gonna just look cakey and dry and cracked. It just looks really good. And when I first put it on, I was a little iffy, just a little iffy about the undertone, because it was a tad bit warm. But now that like I've been wearing it, it looks perfect. Like the match is literally perfect. Urban Decay, this foundation is tea. So like I said, I feel like this is gonna be the perfect foundation for summer if you want to keep your oils in check. I don't know how it will wear, like if you sweat or anything. I can't speak to that, but I do think that this is going to be good for like going out to concerts and going out to festivals, and you know, just being out and about in the summer, and you want to make sure that your face still stays in check while you're out and about. I think this is going to be a good one. I can't stop looking in my viewfinder because it looks so good. So yeah, that's it, you guys. If y'all have any questions for me about this foundation, please drop the questions down below in the comment box. I'll leave the link to where you guys can purchase this foundation down below in the description box, as well as everything else that I used on my face today, if you guys are interested in checking out any of those products. But yeah, that's it. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope this review was helpful if you guys were thinking about checking this foundation out, or if you're just on the market for a new foundation. I do recommend this one. I think that it's a good one. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you have not already, and I will see y'all next time. All right, bye.